Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Gwent deck video. Today we are playing a monsters deck that is currently quite hot on the ladder, originally made by Swim. We're using the Eredin here as a leader and making good use of the faction ability from the monsters so that one unit stays on the board at the end of each round. That's why we are also running the Adrenaline Rush. So if you use that on a non-god unit, that will be kept at the end of each round. Plus you're getting another one from the faction ability. So in fact you will have two units for the next round, giving you a huge advantage. Currently there are not much scores on the ladder. So the only high single target card will be the Geralt Igni. Other than that, without the Scourge, if you can buff your units pretty high, they should be rather safe. They are immune to weather, like the Ancient Foglet here, or the Wild Hunt Rider, or of course the Eredin as a leader. And then you can buff them if your opponent has no answer for that, in form of, for example, a Geralt Igni or a Scourge. And Geralt Igni is only hitting for if you have at least 20 points in a row in total. Then your units are pretty safe. You're starting with two big units for the next round. That's why you have stuff like the Swallow Potion here that is buffing a unit for 8 points, or the Thunderbolt Potion that is buffing units for 4 strength to all instances. So you want to play that on the Wild Hunt Rider. Then you're starting strong in the second and the third round, hopefully, and then you should be able to snatch your victory. The deck is especially good against the quite famous Goyatil and Northern Realms deck right now, so you should have a lot of fun with that. We will now see the deck in action, and then you can see for yourself how it is performing. It's definitely a fun deck to play, and right now not that common on the ladder, so you might have still a little surprise for you on your side, but it is getting more and more common, so you need to hurry. Let's try it out now. Let's see how it's performing.
Any last words?
First game, and we have the Eredin versus Dagon. That could be interesting, especially because our units are not getting targeted by the weather effects, besides the Crones here. They are going down, of course. So let's replace, we have a first light. Let's drop the first light for now. Got another Wild Hunt Rider. That's definitely gonna go away as well. The Commander's Horn it is. We'll start with the Wild Hunt Rider, of course. Weren't able to get the Thunderbolt Potion, so only the Swallow Potions. Could also go for the Ancient Foglet now with the fog on board. But this one would just get buffed again and again. So we have another huge unit then here. Necavaria. You're playing with that. So he's now creating more Foglets into the deck. That means he can spawn 5 Foglets when the next fog is appearing. Picking out the Wild Hunt Riders here. Wow, even more. So many Foglets. Could be a problem, so a clear skies would definitely be helpful later. Hopefully we can pick one. Swallow Potion. Let's go on the Wild Hunt Rider here. So we have 17 points here in this lane. We have 8 points in the other one. Wow, Decoy on the Necavaria. We're really going for it. Yeah. Definitely then need clear skies. So let's use the Swallow Potion on the Ancient Foglet as well. This one is going up to 17. So Necavaria again. He has now 7 Foglets in the deck, which is a lot, so that would be 14 points if he's spawning a fog. And I would say we cannot do much right now. We will just pass.
Damn it.
There's Geralt Art. Just getting rid of those. But we will keep the Ancient Foglet for the next round. So it should be a nice advantage. And we definitely want to see a clear skies. Otherwise could be a problem. He's keeping a Foglet, but that is dying because the fog is going away. So Thunderbolt Potion. And a Swallow Potion that is just buffing again. Geralt Art is now out of the way, so we don't have trouble with that anymore. Woodland Spirit. And a bit of fog, so that's quite a lot. We have the Geralt Igni here, so Right now that is not a problem, we will just wait a bit and then we can easily clear those. With the Caretaker, there is not much in the graveyard right now that we want to pick. Necavaria definitely not good. So we might just play the Eredin. Gives us another unit that we can buff here with a Thunderbolt Potion. Okay, Green Sign. That's good. So still Thunderbolt Potion on the Eredin. I mean, right now we are far ahead. Drawing another card here with the Avalanche. It is the Adrenaline Rush, so we could keep both units on board. And that's why we're definitely going for the Adrenaline Rush right now on the Eredin. We're using the smaller unit, so if he's dropping Scourge or Geralt Igni, stuff like that, he would target the Ancient Foglet right now. That is currently 23 points. Still 6 cards to go, and he can still use the Fog here from the Dragon, so that is not too great. Ooh, what should we do? Still don't want to place the Caretaker here. If we go for the Crones, we will just make our board weaker, in fact. I mean, so far he hasn't played a Geralt Igni. It's unlikely that he has one. We might just use the Thunderbolt Potion here on the Ancient Foglet. If we use that on the Eredin, definitely not as good as using that on the Foglet right now. Because the Eredin has the Adrenaline Rush at the moment. Necavaria again. That's the third one. Already 2 in the graveyard here. So he will spawn another... Give me that. He will spawn another 2 Foglets. So that will be 9 then. Will be 18 points. And this one, definitely not great. So we might just play that here. So there are no more units now. These are getting buffed. We can kill them with the Geralt Igni. But for now, let's just wait. Commander's Horn. We might just go for the Geralt now. Let's see, he will spawn the Foglets again. Yeah, we're going for the Geralt now, forcing him to go for the Dagon effect. Just want to make sure that we keep 2 units on board. So there's a Thunderbolt Potion. That's 20 points in this lane, 25 points. Can play the Dagon effect. Then he would respawn the 6 Foglet, so that would be another 12 points. That is then 51. So still behind. Could steal a Foglet, which is not very useful, of course. What else is there? Nothing, right? Only the Foglets still. Still only the Foglets. Now let's go for the Imlerith. Let's use that here in the lane. That's quite a few points that we can kill. We still have the Commander's Horn. So if we buff, for example, the Ancient Foglet here or the Eredin, still a lot of points we can get. 2 cards to go. So far he hasn't played the Geralt Igni, he hasn't played the Scourge, so I would say he hadn't had that. So Commander's Horn. Okay, let's try that on the Eredin. If he's killing the Eredin, we are keeping the Ancient Foglet. Ooh, gonna buff that. That's quite a bit. 7 points. 7 points ahead. So. I guess Caretaker it is. Taking the Necavaria and we're getting more Foglets in the deck. Thing that we definitely don't want. But we have to. So he's 4 points behind. If we can't go ahead here, we still have the Crones, but they are only giving us 3 points. So that is not much. So there's a pass, great. So if we can get those 2, the game is definitely won. If we can get the Eredin and the Necavaria, we still have 41 points. And he shouldn't be able to get more than that. Even if he's spawning another Fog here. We still have the Crones, so that will be another 21 points. Who is keeping Nika? We are keeping the big unit. So that is pretty good. That's not good. Okay, so we now have 2 Crones. Go for the first one. Spawning another one. He now knows that we have the other Crone in hand. Yay. So there is another Fog. But he's so far behind here. We're dropping the last Crone. And he's getting... Oh, he's taking the Gavel out of the back. That is destroying a few points. But not good enough to go ahead. So we are winning that one. Our second game is against Coetil, who is using Francesca. So we can expect it to see Roach. We can expect to see the Siri Dash. Stuff like that. So our deck should perform pretty good against that. We have a Geralt Art Imlerith. Thunderbolt Potion, Commander Zone, Skellige Storm. We might drop one of the Ancient Foglets here. First Light, don't need that at the moment. Thunderbolt Potion, which is great. We might keep the Crone here. Yeah, I like that. Let's start with the hand as it is. Opponent needs to start. We'll then of course go for the Wild Hunt Rider. Going for the Orquist, that could be a problem. But in fact, if he's dropping the Wild Hunt Riders here, then we can easily go for the Thunderbolt Potion and they will stay below 20 points. Mutagain, okay, he's buffing the Orquist. You like that, you can do that. So gonna use a Swallow Potion. Buffing one Wild Hunt Rider.
Have strength, my love.
Another Mutagain. Ooh, the Orquist is getting quite big. Let's use the Thunderbolt Potion. Going up to 29 points. Isengrim. So that one is spawning one command on your feet on a random row whenever he plays a special card. You are not seeing that card played that often anymore, because before the nerf that one was spawning 2 command on your feet, so it was better, giving out more points. So these units are all not very strong against weather. We could just drop the Skellige Storm here and they're going down to 1 point. Well, that's no use. But he will drop the Orquist anyway next turn, so we can wait a bit. Might just go for another Swallow Potion. We could go for the Commander's Horn. The Orquist is reducing the strength, which is not great, of course. Yeah, let's go just for the Commander's Horn at the moment. So they're getting debuffed by 1 point. But even though we have such an advantage at the moment, that's okay. Blue Mountain Commando. The Elven Mercenary. There's the Aromancy. Yeah, use the Biting Frost. If he's using one of those, he's just debuffing his own units. So we both have 7 cards and we are far ahead in points right now. That's why I just like to pass. There is no need to go for the Skellige Storm. If he's going ahead in points, he would need to invest quite a few cards, but that's definitely good. Yeah, that's the Yevon. He's drawing another one, but we're still so far ahead. Probably just passing now. The Yevon is only a problem because that is so low in points that we don't want that. We want to keep the 27 points cards, of course. Going for the Spores. Debuffing another unit. So will you invest more? I mean, there's still 26 points difference here. Decoy. And still, now he's satisfied. Okay, let's see what we are keeping. Give me that huge... No, we're keeping the 11 points. Okay, so that's a good start. We have won the first round. We have the 11 points here on board. So starting stronger, we have 1 card advantage. In general, that is pretty nice. We're starting. We have the Caretaker. Just got that. So we could steal a unit here. But right now, there's not much we want to steal. A Blue Mountain Commando is not great. Command on your feet is not great. So we're not stealing one. We might just go for the Eredin. And then we can buff our 2 units here, and that should be it, most cases. So then go in the last round and have a really nice advantage. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Adrenaline Rush would have been nice as well, so we could have kept 2 big units. There's the Orquist again at 12 points. Nice card. Let's buff the Eredin here. That is going up to 18 points.
The storm is coming. Let's
Elf
enjoy the
Mercenary,
weather while we still can.
Rally Effect. Yeah, just drop everything there, please. The Skellige Storm is really happy with that. Thunderbolt Potion, let's drop that on the White Hand Rider. So that is 33 to 24 points.
Dance of death! Ha!
Blue Mountain Commander.
Ha!
Another
The storm
Elf
is coming.
Mercenary.
Let's
Hopefully
enjoy the
all
weather
the
while we still
clear
can.
skies here are going out of the deck. That would be great.
Everything all
Then he
right?
has no chance to clear the Skellige Storm. So he has 0 special cards left. 2 First Lights. And so that's 2 First Lights out. That means one First Light is in his hand right now. So if we play the Storm, he's just using the First Light. Which isn't that great. We definitely don't want to do that. We still have 0 interest in the cards that are in the deck. Orquist is going 2 turns up. I mean, we can force him to use the clear skies now. Do that. He's using the clear skies now. There you go. That means if we are getting another weather card for the last round, he will not stand a chance. So that is good. We currently have 1 card advantage. The Orquist is going back into his hand. He needs to play that as well. Yeah, we will just pass. We're losing 2 points, so we would have an even board here if he's going for the Orquist. But an even board is not good enough for him. He would need more points, otherwise he's losing. So he's investing 2 cards now.
Death to humans!
Going ahead, have only 3 cards left. One is the leader ability, the Francesca. That is not giving him a huge advantage. He will only get to redraw cards. So lost that one. We are keeping another unit here. It's 17 points, which is great. I have a First Light, not getting a weather card, unfortunately. So the Geralt art is not that strong. But it should okay. So what are we stealing? We're definitely using the Caretaker. Let's go for one of those here. That's 9 points. That's pretty good. So stealing 9 points. I would say he will not stand a chance this round. Let's push that in this one.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Probably using the Francesca here, right? So he could replace now up to 3 cards. That's 1. That's 2. And only 2. Okay, you're going for 2. We will drop the Foglet here. There's the Orquist, which is fine, for sure. And so how many Foglets do we have played? That's the only one, so if we use the First Light, we could get another Foglet on board, but there is still a chance that he's getting the Erimancy back out of the graveyard and then spawning another weather effect, so we might want to save the First Light for now. We can just play the Crone here, creating more Crones on the board, having a huge advantage, and he shouldn't be able to come over that with only 1 card now to go. Yeah, that's definitely not winnable for him. So let's drop this one. Use another 3 points. 18 to 67. And this card will not give him that many points. So he's getting the Erimancy back. Was good to keep the First Light. But even then we are just winning here. So he's even reducing his own Orquist. So let's just pass. An easy victory, I would say.